Hello, this is the presentation for Group 8. Our website is EdNet, short form for the Educational Network, and this website is basically for the students and the professor, which and students or professor can put out their discussion, their question, and community can discuss on it, and professor can put their projects on, and the students can participate in the particular projects. So let's visit our site. So this is basically homepage of the EdNet, and here are our main logo and the several our motives, and here are four links given. The homepage, it is the page itself. The second one is the contact us page, which shows the four of our team members, and then after we have sign up page. Here we have basically two types of the role in the EdNet. So first one is a student role, and the second one is the professor role. So if you want to create a student account, then you have to hover over the student and fill the details. And if you want to create the professor account, then hover over the professor and fill the particular details and the submit. So for professor, you have to provide a specific given secret code to register as a professor. So let's now create a student account. So after clicking the register page, it will take some time and then pop up message that your account has been created successfully. So let's okay, and let's further move ahead. So this is the main profile page of the EdNet. So here are the mentioned the details, like details, the full name, the institute, the batch, and the enrollment number, and the email provided by the user. So if we want to edit them, we can also edit them by clicking this button. So here we can edit the institute name. So let's say that is DICT. The batch start is 2080, the batch end is 2022, and the enrollment number is 201801156, and submit. Let's look at the interest of the profile. So here are basically by default given the maths and the physics as the interest. So we can add our interest, I want to add machine learning, I want to add web development, and if I have added and I want to remove them, I can remove them by just clicking this little cross sign over here. And suppose if physics is already added and I want to edit once again, then it will edit only once. So now let's look at the skill and the accomplishment. So here is also same that by default there are two skills are given. So if we want to remove them, just click on this little cross, and if we want to add something like so we have to just enter our skill here and then click this little right button, then it will be added to the our skills. So now let's look at the discussion forum. So discussion forum have several discussion questions asked by the either student or the professor. Here are two example shown to us. So first one is what question is what is the time complexity of the quick sort asked by the professor, and the several answers were given by the professor or the students itself. So if a professor give the answer, then it's his or her answer will be highlighted separately from the other students, as we can see here that the Rima Datta's answer is highlighted and it is on the top priority of the other students. So let's say I am currently right now in the students account, so I will add an answer. So it will be basically simple just like this and not like the professor. And if I have added the answer, it will pop up the notification that successfully you have added the answer. So, and if we want to just ask the question, we can also ask the question. That for that we have to choose a topic which we want to ask. So let's say that we want to ask the maths question. So uh, how can we add two numbers? Let's keep it simple. So and ask. Okay, so added to the first of the top of the stack. So it is over here. So if I want to just read more, there is no answer currently given to it. So if I say just edit and post it, so yeah, that is. And other feature is also the search feature. It will search by the topic name or the author name. So let's suppose we have maths topic, we have DSA and the web development. So suppose I want to search by DSA, so I have just type the DSA and search it. So it will filter me out the DSA discussions only. If I want to just show the entire stack again, so I have to just blank and search, so it will show me the entire discussion over there. So now let's look at the project forum as well. So in the project forum, there are projects posted by the professor itself. It contains the title of the project and the professor name which have the posted it, and the little brief description about the project, that what will project consisting of. So let's say currently I am the student ID login, so it will not show me to the add project to the project forum, because I am not a professor. So as a student I can only apply to the several projects. So let's say I want to apply to this project, so I have to just click this apply button. So as I have enrolled in the Rima Datta's project, it will show the notification that you have enrolled in the Rima Datta's project. So and if I have already enrolled in the project and I want to I have try it again, so it will show me the different notification that we have already enrolled that project. So that was the project forum. So and now let's say I want to sign it out, my account from my account. So there is two options. One option is here, sign out button, and the other one is here. So if we have a long discussion forum or something like that, we have end of the page, we have itself a, sign out button, and at the top of the page right corner it is sign out page. So if we click, it will redirect me to the login page, as I have signed it out from the adnet. So for that I have to re-login for from my email and the address. So now let's look at the some validation of the create account. Let's say I am trying to uh, create account from the same email address twice. So suppose that I have already an account from this email address. So let's say I'm trying to create an account from the same email address again. So let's try that. So it shows that the username is already in use. So I cannot create a multiple account from the same email address. And let's say in the professor account, some students try to create an account from the professor account. So let's try that. Suppose uh, then uh, he or she might have entered the wrongly something random professor code, and then try to enter the other credentials. And let's say what happened. So it will show that your professor code is wrong, please try again. So only the given secret code and a particular code matches, then only the professor account can be created. So now let's create a professor account. So as similar, I have to provide name. Let me just enter it little different, so that we can distinguish it. And I have to enter a unique email address, and here I have to enter the uh, unique secret code of the professor. So if that was correct, then only I can further move ahead with the professor account creation. So let's okay, so it is showing that your account has been created successfully. Just be okay. So as I have created the professor account, it is showing me that I am a professor here. So let's check it out, the add project feature. So as the I have currently login from the professor account, it is showing me that add project box which can't be seen in the student account. So as I am professor, so I can add a project right now. So I have to give the project uh, topic here, topic or title, we can say that. I have to give brief description over here about the project. So let me just, okay, so now as I'm adding the project, it means showing that this notification bar, and my project is add over as the top of the stack. It is showing me that software engineering project given by the professor, and this is the brief introduction about the project. So yeah, that was it. Thank you, sir. Let's sign out from the account.